Oh, actually, this is, remember when Murph did his video, the Alpine Butterfly? That's the knot I'm tying right now. Today we're gonna talk about some knot theory and learn some bite knots. First thing you need to know about tying knots are the parts of a knot. There's a lot of different ones. We're gonna start with the 3 parts that will be the most helpful. The first is your tag end or your working end of your knot. All you need to know is this is the thing that's gonna be threading through all the rest. The next is a bite, B-I-T-E? No, B-I-G-H-T, it's a bite. So it's not a loop, it's just a bend in the rope, just like that. It's a bend, okay? Or a bite. The next is when you create a loop. So that's actually taking the end, the working end, and crossing it over. The way we use these, okay? If I take my working end and I create a loop, right? And I've got this coming around the back, and then I go in the front. So if I take my working end and go in the front, that's just a simple overhand knot. If I take that same exact thing, right? I create a loop, and instead of going in the front, I go all the way around and go in the back. That's gonna give me a figure 8 knot. Looks kind of like an 8. Now what we can do with that knowledge is create bite knots. So you take a bite, right, which is what we talked about earlier, and do the exact same thing. So pretend like the bite becomes your working end. So if I come around and make a loop, same exact way, and come in the front, I have an overhand on a bite, thus creating a loop. If I do the exact same thing, where I come in, create that same loop, and instead of going in the front, you go all the way around and go in the back, got a figure 8 on a bite. Now that we know about bites and bite knots and loops, we can learn a really cool knot called the Alpine Butterfly.
So that's where it gets complicated. You pull the front one, pull it all the way back to your wrist, and run it underneath the other 2, and pull on both the sides, and that creates your loop. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Do it.
This is cool because it keeps the rope in a straight line while also creating one of those awesome bites or loops in the middle of the rope. What you do, hold your hand out, lay your rope across your hand. Take your rope, wrap it around your hand again with a little bit of space in the middle. You're gonna take it and wrap it again, but this time you're running through the space in the middle. From there, grab the loop that's closest. Lucy dog, hello. So cute though. So now you've got 3 wraps around your hand. You're gonna take the one closest to your fingers and pick it up. It'll make some slack in the others. You're gonna pull it towards your wrist and then slide it underneath, closer to your palm, both of these 2 wraps. Just like that. Now you're gonna grab both of the long ends, neither of the loops, and give it a pull. And it creates this beautiful little loop. Completely straight in a line. You can clip stuff on it.
What can you clip on it?
What can you clip on it? Dang near anything. It's a useful skill, and I am way too far out in the middle for this to be successful. Let's see what happens. You really want to focus.